then talk loud at the movies or something, but it turns out it's about a lesbian prison. I had no idea. It's a great show. You guys are boozing tonight? Yeah, what do you got there? Some scotch. Wow, baby. Mary. Girl. I'm pumping the brakes with the booze. Taking a break. I love booze. A little too much. Love it. Like, to me, booze is like a nice, cozy, warm tub. And life is just a cold, icy, shitty day, you know? When you're in the tub, you don't feel it. But the problem is sometimes when I'm in the tub, I say mean shit to women and hit things with my car, so I think I gotta get out of the tub for the benefit of mankind, you know? I was sick of like waking up and not knowing where I was or like who I had to apologize to and who I was running from and shit like that. I don't know, I hope some of you guys are doing that. Everyone has to do that growing up, but I woke up next to a chick one time, no idea who she was or how I met her. And I looked up at her ceiling and she just had wires coming out of her ceiling. And I go, what happened to your ceiling fan? And she looks at me with this look of panic and she goes, you don't remember what happened last night? That sentence has never ended well. It's never a good ending. It's never like, oh, you came over wrecked. You folded all my laundry and wrote a poem. It was amazing. When can we do it again? Normally it's like, dude, you shit my fish tank. What the fuck is wrong? It's a new beta. We didn't even name her. She goes, you woke up in the middle of the night and you said it was hot. So you stood on the bed and tried to just start the ceiling fan. And when it wouldn't start, you got mad, so you ripped it off the ceiling and threw it. And I was like, holy shit, I'm so sorry. You want to know the best part? She goes, maybe after breakfast you could fix the fan. I was like, oh, that's so cute, you're new at this. Wow. No breakfast comes with this, babe, I'm sorry. I haven't even fixed my girlfriend's fan, so you know, get in line. Drunk driving's fun, if you're good at it. One time I was parked in a parking garage next to a bar. I got in my car, ripped, and turned directly into a brick wall. Nailed it, backed right into the spot I was in. I was like, anybody see that shit? I walked down one level to the guy working there. I'm like, do you guys have cameras here? And the guy's like, no. And I'm like, some motherfucker nailed my car. What is that? And the guy's like, I just watched you run into that wall. I was like, you win this time, Gadget. You win this time. All right, you ready for more show? You guys fired up? This next comedian is hysterical. You can see her performing all over the city. Give it up for Betsy Carroll, everybody.
Hey guys. So, I recently went through a breakup. It was a pretty tough one. I actually had to have the guy's number blocked. You know, like, he was continuing to call me even though we were no longer together. And, like, he wasn't necessarily stalking me, but I had to have him blocked, you know, as a precaution, just in case he ever decides to stop calling me. I don't want to know. I just want to think he kept calling me forever and ever and ever. Just like all my other exes that also got blocked preemptively. Yeah, so I'm back in the single game, and I went on a first date with this one guy who, he seemed pretty cool, but it turns out he's homeless. Yeah, he was leaving my apartment the morning after our first date, and he was like, see ya, I'll call you when I get home.
Thank you so much.
And that was like 4 days ago. And, you know, I put two and two together and I figured out he's homeless. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, I'm single. I'm single right now, but nevertheless, getting pregnant and becoming a mother has always been a dream of mine. Usually, I wake up screaming and then take a bunch of birth control pills at once. Thankfully, it's a recurring dream. That's why I've never missed a pill. I'm also on the patch, but you know, you don't take down your umbrella just because you're not getting wet of it, right? I'm not sure what's doing what anymore. Like, is this the umbrella? Is this the roof? I don't know. I'm staying dry. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Getting the IUD installed next week. Anyways, speaking of pregnancy and contraception, I was actually at one time in my life a baby. I was a teeny little baby. I know it's hard to believe I was just a baby like all of you at one point, but yeah, looking back on that time in my life, I was so naive, you know. I believed anything anyone told me. Like I believed in mythical creatures, like mermaids, and unicorns, and giraffes. And like, with a little hindsight, I now realize like that's not structurally sound. Like they can't be real. It's just a hologram, like Tupac. Oh yes, teeny little babies. I'm trying to get down to my birth weight right now. I'm doing literally anything I can to get in shape, short of diet and exercise. I even started keeping a food diary, and in this food diary, every single day, I'm just chronicling the delicious, decadent foods that I'm consuming, such as like breads, sausages, and no matter how well written it is and how like beautiful the prose of the paragraphs is, I'm just not seeing results in my body. I feel like maybe I'm eating a little more richly than normal because I want it to be a good read. Guys, anyways, back to my dating life. Yeah, so being single is really fun. I went on a Tinder date with this guy, and you know I didn't really like him, but then he didn't text me, so I was like intrigued. I wanted to reach out, but I'm really not used to starting the conversation with a guy, so I thought about what to say for a while. And then finally, I sent him a text that said, "Hey, I finally got that stain out of my dress. Ew, it didn't cut hard in like that." Really harmless, you know? And he didn't respond, so I shot him a quick follow-up that said, "Whoops, wrong text." Anyways, what are you up to? I did meet a guy that I thought I had a real connection with, but then he dumped me because I'm not Jewish, and apparently that's a deal breaker for him. Yeah, I was really heartbroken, but then he had the nerve to imply that it was my own fault for not being more clear about my background when we first met on JDate. So now I just have a super honest JDate profile. My username is Chicks Appeal. And my about me says, "Willing to convert. In the meantime, let's piss off your mom." Upper West Side, Jerry Seinfeld, let's get a bagel. Yeah, a lot of my girlfriends are also single right now, and one of my best friends, she likes to date according to her horoscope. And yeah, she called me the other day very excited. She was like, "My horoscope said I would meet a Pisces man today." And then, you know, I met a bunch of guys, and like, one of them was a Pisces. Like, what are the odds of that? It's crazy. We had a connection, and I was like, oh, you know, when I was outside just now, I saw a car with the license plate TGL631. Like, what are the odds of that? And she was like, "Oh my God, do those numbers mean something to you?" And I was like, "No, but if I did, I'd be very moved by that." Thank you guys. You've been great.
Show moving right along, guys. You ready for your next comic?
Yeah!
I didn't believe that. You ready for your next comment? From the Jack and